Hello, this is Raphael Olmos of Kamala from Brazil. We are listening to J0KeR's electriccircus on Metal Messiah Radio. Cheers from Brazil.
Why so serious, son? It's DJ J0KeR in the house.
What's happening, my metal friends? Welcome to another interview edition of the Electric Circus Radio Show, brought to you by MetalMessiahRadio.com. We are your metal music messiah. Tonight, I got a special guest with me on the line. We have Raphael Olmos, guitarist, vocalist, founder of Kamala, thrash metal band from Brazil, formed in 2003. Previous offerings by Raphael's band Kamala. In 2005, they had a demo called Corrosive. 2007, they came out with their first full-length self-titled album called Kamala, self-titled. 2009, they had Fractual, the second full-length album in 2009. 2012, they had the Seven Deadly Chakras full-length album in 2012. 2015, they came out with Mantra, the full-length album. They had an EP in 2017 called Consequences of Our Past, Volume 1 EP. 2018, they had Eyes of Creation full-length album by Kamala. And in 2019, they had a Kick-Ass Live in France album in 2019. Also, Kamala has compilation appearances on the Wicker Man Iron Maiden cover on Somewhere in Brazil, the Brazilian tribute to Iron Maiden, 2 CDs. Put out by Armadillo Records in 2020. But now Raphael has his very first solo EP titled Make Riff Not War, which has just been released May of 2021, and it's available in all streaming platforms. And Raphael is here to talk to us about his first ever solo EP, Make Riff Not War. Welcome, Raphael, to the Electric Circus Radio Show here at Metal Messiah Radio. How are you, brother? Raphael, and please tell us about the new solo EP, Make Riff Not War, and what brought you to wanting to do your very first solo project here in 2021.
Hello, J0KeR, and all Metal Messiah Radio's listeners. First of all, I'm very happy to make this interview. Thanks a lot for inviting me. So let's talk about my career and now my brand new first solo instrumental EP ever, Make Riff Not War. The main point is that because of the pandemic, I was thinking about some new possibilities to release something on my YouTube channel or Instagram profile. And because of the brands that I represent, I have this idea to express my feelings into music before I release the next Kamala album. So I think world needs now new art, new music to bring some positive vibration between these dark times.
Okay, Raphael, please tell us about the mixing and the mastering of your very first new solo EP, Make Riff Not War. And what studio was it recording in that we should all know about here?
So the EP was recorded by Ricardo Biancarelli at Studio Fusa. The city is called Americana. It's near from my city, Campinas. And I programmed all the drums, and I recorded all the guitars and the bass line was very fast. I recorded in 6 hours the full EP. So I made the writing process. I studied almost 2 months, the songs, the performing. And after that, I like to enter the studio and have the best performance possible. So it was really fast because the songs are already done, right? And another good point is that I use the Evertune bridge. I will talk more on the forward questions, but with Evertune I can not spend time tuning and checking tuning. So once tuned is tuned for the full recording process. So I won a lot of time because of the Evertune, and a lot of quality because the Evertune bridge. So Ricardo Biancarelli is the next producer of the next Kamala album that we will release. I hope this year or next year. We are searching for a good international label, and is a guy that I really trust and believe, and really like his work, and we have a really good communication, a lot of respect with each other, and he can help me to record the best of myself. We can say it this way. So it's a really nice guy, and the process was, and we always work fast. So because we make a lot of pre-production process to make to build the best song possible.
Who did the cover art for the new solo EP, Make Riff Not War? Who was the artist that made that fantastic cover, Raphael?
The cover art was made by Felipe Rostodella. He's the same artist that worked in Kamala for Mantra album, for Eyes of Creation album, and for the next album also. So he's amazing, a great artist. And the photo was made by an amazing photographer called Fernando Rigueto. He was one of my guitar students, and he is amazing. And I choose that photo because that photo really can express what we are feeling of this pandemic moment. So we want to scream, we want to turn the page, we have fear, we have hope, we have a lot of stuff inside our mind. We unfortunately lose someone that we love it. So I believe that this photo expresses a lot of these moments that we are living, of the what each note there are inside the songs. I really believe that photo was perfect to represent the album.
Raphael, how has reviews been going so far for the newest offering, your very first solo EP, Make Riff Not War?
The reviews and the metalheads feedback until now is 100% positive, and I'm really happy about this because like I said, I wanted to bring new art, that my music, it can be the point of light now. So a lot of people and journalists are saying that it's an instrumental EP, instrumental album, but at the same time it's not a album full of lead guitars and a lot of notes. The song is the main thing here. I think that I made some leads as some vocal lines. So each song have one lead part, but it's more about the riffs. It's more about the writing process. Like a song without words, but I can sing with my hands, with my guitar. So the feedback is being really, really, really positive, and I'm really happy about it.
Raphael, what can you tell us a little bit about the history of your main band, Kamala, in Brazil, please?
Yes, for sure. I made Kamala in 2003, so I want to make a band that mix the energy and the heaviness of metal with positive lyrics, with oriental melodies and visual stuff on the artworks. We already made and released 5 studio albums, full albums. We have 1 EP that have 2 songs from each 3 first albums, with the new lineup only for streaming. This EP is called Consequence of Our Past, Volume 1. We released the last album that we released was the Live in France album, our first live album ever, that was recorded on the last show of our last European tour. We made our 6th European tour in 2019. So we are working for the next one. The next album is ready, but we really need to find now a good international label to sign, to make the band bigger and bigger, step by step. But as independent band, some things are harder or won't isn't possible to make if you are independent band. So we really need to find a good label that can help and work with Kamala to make Kamala bigger and bigger. All of us are complete focused to make this happen. We are a touring band. We love to be on the road, to connect with the fans, and we love the writing process also. So we are working hard for years and years, and now Kamala have almost 19 years old. So I hope that the next 19 happen. We believe in this, and we are working for this every day.
I see that you have been very busy making new music for the new first solo offering, Make Riff Not War. Aside from that, what is some plans for your main band, Kamala? Could you please tell us what is maybe on the horizon for Kamala, your main band?
Yes, I'm being really busy and making music, working with my passion, with my heart, and at the same time with the professional eyes to make the best albums, hopefully be able to touring again as soon as possible. And as I said on the previous questions, the next step for a near future on Kamala is find a good label, an international label that can support us for this next record. So this is the main point. We really believe in our next record. We work really, really hard, and we need to find some good label to sign and make the band bigger. We are ready for the next level. So this is the main goal to our near future. I hope we can find a label this year to release the album next year. Let's see what the future waits for us.
Okay, Raphael. Next, I'm going to play a new track off your first single from your new solo EP, Make Riff Not War. Let's be in track number 4, Rifle, that was released to the public on May the 6th, 2021. What can you tell us about the song and the single Rifle, Raphael?
Cool. Rifle was the first single that I released. First, I released the video that is available in my YouTube channel. Just search youtube.com Raphael Olmos. You can find the official video there. And the idea is that writing music, make music, play guitar is my best weapon. So, and this song have a lot of thrashy metal vibe, and at the same points I add some oriental melodies, some scales that I really love it, and you can also see that on Kamala stuff. So it's a pure thrash metal songs with some oriental melodies, and the album title is Make Riff Not War, and we have Rifle here. So Rifle is because of music, my guitar, my expression, my ideas, my art is my best weapon. So enjoy it.
Okay, metal friends, we're back with Raphael Olmos of Kamala Thrash Metal Band talking about his new Make Riff Not War, very first EP by him. Make Riff Not War is your very first solo offering. Do you see yourself doing more solo stuff in the future, Raphael?
For sure, for sure. As I said before, I have this idea on the pandemic, but I really want to make more solo stuffs in the near future. Between Kamala albums, I don't know if I will release in singles, but I really wish to keep releasing at least EPs. I don't know, once a year or every 2 years, I don't know. But it's good to experiment some things that doesn't work or doesn't feel organic in Kamala, because I have many influences. So the solo songs is important for that. It's important to make a new content on my channels, on my social medias, more official release beside Kamala, with using the brands that I am an official artist, that I love it. So it's really important to keep doing this, and the feedback is being awesome. So for sure I will release more solo and instrumental stuff. I don't know if someday I will make some featuring vocalist. Could happen too. The future is open, but for sure will happen.
Raphael, what drew you to the music industry to start with back in the day?
Music has always been my passion since I'm a teenager. I never thought to make anything different of that. So was organic. Since I'm a teenager, I'm starting to study music. I remember I was completely in love. First artist that I was in love with was Michael Jackson when I was a kid, and when I was 11 years old, I bought a Nirvana live album and Black album by Metallica, and in the same period I got the VHS a year and a half, part 1 and part 2. That part 1 is the recording process, and part 2 is the touring and all the stuff after the release. And when I saw that when I was a teenager, blow my mind, and I have sure that I want to make this for life. So before that I study and I'm continue studying music, because until at least I breathe, I will study. It's not enough to stop. So music is my life, it's my passion, is my work. I put 100% my heart into that. I never had other work. I teach music here in Brazil. I record for other artists. So music is my work, passion, and music is so important to me, like drink water. So I need to make music to keep feeling that I am alive.
Raphael, what is your favorite part about being in a band, a musician, a guitarist, and a vocalist? Your favorite and least favorites, and why?
Well, my favorite part is about the creation, about the connection with the fans. online with messages or replying some comments, especially before and after the gigs. I love to talk with the fans. I love to touring. I love to recording. So all the stuffs are important to me. And the least favorite maybe is about the relationship part, because for me the stage is the easy part, because before we make a gig, have a lot of things beside. So and some people think that want to live by music, playing, touring, but when the band start to getting bigger and bigger, you have more sacrifice to do. We have more responsibilities, so sometimes we need to change the lineup, and it's okay. But as you asked me, the least favorite things is that find a new member, and at the same time, after many years of touring and making music, we are more quick choose to do, because for every year we know more and more what we want, what we don't want. This is very, very important, so we can filter better some new member. But it's okay, because the main point is that every lineup changes was the best for the band, not only for the music, but for being more and more professional, for bring the best show that we can, the best album that we can. So it's hard to change, but it would be worst keeping doing same mistakes and for example lose a respect with the band member. So we prefer to always look ahead and give to the Kamala fans the best Kamala possible. This is really, really important. The people can expect a new Kamala music, or go watch us live and not see 400% there. So it's really important. Give the best for the fans, because they deserve it, and at the same time it's important give the best that Kamala needs for us as musicians, as human beings. So it's really important. Look ahead and be the best that we can. So that's it.
Please tell me about your favorite performance venue so far with your thrash metal band Kamala in Brazil, some shows you guys have did before, and some of the names of the places and countries you guys have did shows in. Please explain.
Really good question. Your favorite performance? We have some special moments. Every gig is important to us, but we have some festivals that we play here in Brazil. When we was the open act for Sepultura twice, was very special here in Brazil. We have a lot of good times in Europe. Really, really good times there. But if I need to choose one, just one, was in Metal Couture in Guéret, France. That is a annual festival with an amazing crew, like a metal family, amazing vibe. And this festival happens Guéret. It's more on the center south of France, and the festival is inside a church, so you have bands. So we already played twice there, and once we was on the same lineup with Napalm Death and other bands that we really liked. And you can see bands, you can watch movies, independent movies, see some painting or arts. It's a very cultural festival, and you can bang your head, listen to metal. It's really amazing, and I believe that this was my favorite festival until now. They are great. They are a really big metal family. And what countries we already played beside Brazil? We played in Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, France, Belgium, Netherlands, German, and Poland. I think that's it. I think I don't forgot any country. And we really hope to be able to touring again after this COVID situation, because we love to be on tour. We love to connect with people, to show our art, to be there. It's really, really important. Every gig is important to us. And as I said, Kamala is a touring band. We love to play live. We know that beside this pandemic situation, many bands working more, making videos and this stuff are important too, to bring your people, bring your music to more people as possible. But the best is the gigs, because some bands I love it more after I saw them lives, and some bands doesn't work good live. So I think a live gig, every show is important to separate a good band, and we love to change the energy with the crowd. It's really magical stuff. Only people that watch a gig, a real gig, and play a real gig will understand. So music is energy, and it's not the band energy. So if the crowd is amazing, the gig would be better and better. So it's magical.
Raphael, what advice would you have to give, say, someone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Some good advice. First thing, trying to choose your band members, trying to search people that want not the same, but it's hard to be the same thing, but wanted have some meaning, goals together, release, make rehearsals, make tours, because touring is so important to connect. with your band members, if you have some doubt, if you want to be there, because it isn't easy, but at the same time it's amazing. But it's not make it for everybody. You need to be there, to make gigs after gigs, to be on the road, to take planes, to make sacrifice, and only with touring you'll see if you want to do this for the rest of your life, because it's really important point to make the band bigger. You need to be on the road. It's a main point, and you need to be on the road to make your art more live and live. So it's a special thing, and it's important to be on the road. That is the point. So my main tip is make music. Don't have fear to release. Don't have fear. Only have fear to stay in your room, and don't share your music. Make music. Make mistakes. Learn with your mistakes, and you will be better musician, a better human being. Mistakes after the mistakes, but don't make the same mistakes.
Okay, Raphael, brother, Gear Talk. What can you tell me about your gear? Are you subject to brand loyalty, or are you endorsed by any guitar makers? If so, please tell us about that, the endorsement.
For sure. So let's talk about the brands that I use, that I love, that make a huge difference from my playing. So I only work and represent and be an official artist with the brands that I use and love. And I am a solar artist. Solar Guitars is a Swedish brand from Ola, England. Amazing guitar player from the Haunted, Feared, and his YouTube channel is amazing. Ola is a legend, and the guitars are sick, are amazing. Is that guitar that you wanted to play guitar more and more and more. So is that guitar that you use and you feel that you are playing better. So it's amazing. I am completely in love for solar guitars. I'm also an Evertune artist. Evertune is a American brand that is a guitar bridge that your guitar won't lose tune at all. So it's great, as I said, for recording. For us that we are a touring band, it's great because you have sure that during the gig the guitar will stay perfect in tune. So I play very hard, I pick very hard, so you can make a lot of gallops, pick gallops, bending on all this stuff. When we make a sound check, the place is empty, and after that the place is full, is more hot, is more warm, and the guitar stay perfect. So I'm also Evertune artist, and I am use my Bogren Digital's impulse response. That is a brand from Jay and people for Fascination Street, and the legend, the Swedish legend, Jens Bogren. So it's a technology to bring the organic sound to recordings for live gigs. For example, I don't use amplifier anymore. For some years I play using my pedal effect with the impulse response directly on the front of house. I used to record my solo album, Kamala albums. It's amazing. So the impulse are made in Sweden. Now Bogren Digital have 3 packs. So have Jan's Bogren Rhythm pack, have Jan's Bogren Lead and Cleans pack, and Christian Cole pack also. Christian Cole is a German producer, so it's an amazing brand, and makes a huge difference for your guitar tone, a huge upgrade. It's amazing. I can't imagine my recordings and my shows without this killer's impulse response. And also I am a School Strings artist. School Strings is a French company that I knew in Kamala European tours. It's amazing French company that makes strings, and I have my signature set that is a stainless steel strings. I can choose my string gauge, so it's amazing. Great tone. It's amazing. I have really proud to work with all these brands, and I'm really thankful to them because they support me a lot and they believe in my work, in my art and my passion. So until now, these are the brands that I official represents. I'm official endorsed by. So check them, check Solar Guitars, check Evertune, check Bogren Digital and School Strings. And thanks again for all the support.
Okay, Raphael, next is a question I always love to ask a band or a musician. Please tell us about the feeling you get when performing in front of a huge crowd. Do you ever get nervous? And how exciting is that for you, brother Raphael?
For me, performing for 5 people, 500 people, 5,000 people is the same. I respect every people that are on the crowd. On the past, for sure, I get nervous before getting on stage, or on the first songs we still a little nervous, but now don't. Now I'm more excited to be there, happy to be there, and enjoy every second with the connection with the fans. So now I don't got some nervous or something like that. I'm more be excited and can't wait to the next one. So we really love to play gigs. It's amazing.
Raphael, how old were you when you first started as a musician?
I started to play guitar when I was 13 years old. But before that, I never thought to play some instrument. But my only brother, my old brother Alfredo, had a bass guitar, and he asked me, "Oh, you need to learn to play guitar, and we will play together." I say, "No, I don't want to play any instrument." And after that, I saw that VHS by Metallica, and my parents give me a guitar, and from 13 years old until 15 I was playing alone, making a lot of mistakes, but was in this period that I wanted to make music for a living, so I need to make the next step. So I started to take guitar classes, and when I was 18 years old I started to teach, because in 3 years, a little less, I eat the guitar, so I play a lot of hours per day. I was completely focused, and when I was 18 years old I started to teaching, and I still teaching, something that I really like it. But the beginning when I was the first contact was with 13 years old.
Raphael, if you could pick 4 albums by any of your favorite bands, who would they be and why?
Only 4 albums is hard questions, but let's do it. For sure, And Just For All by Metallica. It's my favorite album ever. It's my favorite band. So for sure need to have a Metallica album. I need to choose some Michael Jackson album, and I will choose History Part 1, because it's a double album with some new songs on that time and some best ones, so I will have a double album. I'm not cheating. Another pop artist that I really love, and especially this album, Art Pop by Lady Gaga. It's amazing, and for sure I will have this album. And the last one is hard, because we need to have some brutal songs to clean ourselves. I don't know if I pick some Gojira, because I love Gojira, but I will choose, it's hard, because I love Pantera, I love Sepultura, but I will choose Iowa from Slipknot, because this album is sick, is brutal, and I had to choose a Metallica, is a thrash metal album, 2 pop album, so I need to choose one brutal to clean myself on sometime. So Metallica, Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, and Slipknot.
Raphael, do you have any shows lined up, if any, after the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown ends? Any upcoming shows with Kamala or your new solo project, Make Riff Not War?
So from my solo project, I think I don't want to make gigs. Maybe only make a workshop or play the songs using some backing tracks. So could be possible and cool to make this like a workshop, when I talk about my gear, about the writing process, and I play the songs live on this format. From Kamala, yes, our European tour was postponed twice, so next year we have a European tour. We really hope that we can play live as soon as possible. I don't believe that here in Brazil will we have gigs this year, because the COVID situation is really bad. And for enter in other continents, in other countries, being Brazilian now is complicated because some countries don't allow that you enter now because the pandemic situation here, and or you need to make a 14 days quarantine. That is hard to us as a band, stay in quarantine for 14 days. So this year I don't believe that we play some live gigs with crowd, maybe an online gig, something like that, but not with a public, unfortunately. But next year for sure, I really wish and hope that the European tour happens, and just need to take care of ourselves to stay alive and play live when it's possible. But for sure, next year I hope, really hope, fingers crossed.
Okay, Raphael, how are you dealing with the lockdown? What are you doing maybe in your spare time to keep yourself busy with other things?
I'm teaching online classes since March from 2020. I've been working a lot on my YouTube channel, on Kamala channel. Also doing a lot of cool stuff on my Instagram. Cool videos, making a lot of collabs, writing music, working on the next Kamala album, and all the visual stuff also to make more possible to find a good label. I have this idea to release a solo project on the pandemic. Maybe if we have normal lives, will have this idea. Maybe I don't learn to edit videos and connect with a lot of great musicians around the world doing the collabs. So it's hard because a lot of people are dying. I lose a really good friend. I'm still dealing with the pain, and every day a lot of people pass away. Isn't normal. We can't think that have, for example, here in Brazil, 2,000, 3,000. We had 4,000 deaths per day. We hit more than 450,000 deaths. It isn't normal, and the situation is hard. It's bad, and the government choose a worse side. So it's hard, but I really believe and hope to be able to play live as soon as possible, that we don't have fear to lose who we love, our parents, our friends, our fans, and that be able to have a new normal life again, with less fear and more hope. But we need to work to keep our mind health. So music more than ever connected me to more people. Music brings good stuff in my life, brings me music brings me help me to clean myself. So keep working, keep staying positive and productive. This is the
Okay, please discuss with us how ye interact and respond to fans in social media, like on Facebook, etc., etc.
more than ever. I am working a lot with social media. I love to reply almost each comment. Sometimes I took longer, but I am checking every day, all the time, as possible. Between the Kamala release and my solo EP, I'm working something really cool on my Instagram, that I title "Run to the Hills." That every day I post a riff. It's almost 160 days, and I already hit 600 views. So the feedback has been amazing, and I had this idea because I connected to myself when I was younger, when I learned some music that I love, that I like, to learn some techniques, and to connect, to make this connection with that young boy in the room, learning guitar, learn his favorite guitar lines, guitar riffs. And I love riff, is my passion, so I play leads also in Kamala and my solo stuff, but I'm completely in love and edit for riffs. So I'm working a lot, more than ever, with social media, and it's really important to connect with the fans, to connect with great musicians around the world, make collabs, to show and talk more about the brands that I use and love, that I'm official artist. Make a live streaming is really cool, because it's that talking and playing stuff. People sometimes wanted to learn a specific riff, and sometimes I learn on that time, or I play some riff from that band, and the people are happy about it when this happens. So more than ever, I really enjoy to make this social media work.
Okay, Brother Raphael, if you could change some things about the music industry in your mind, what would they be? Please tell us.
If I could change something, first of all, music industry changes every day. I believe that we need to upgrade yourselves every day. Keep tuning for the new stuffs. And I don't know, it's a hard question, but I prefer to look at that way. Music industry is changing, but if I need to choose something, I need to change the Kamala for unsigned band for a signed band with a good international label. So this is what will be.
Okay, Raphael, what does the music mean to you personally, on a personal level, my friend?
As I said, music is everything. Music is everything. I wake up thinking about music. I listen and play music all my day long. I dream thinking about music, thinking and working on some goals that I need to hit day by day. So music is my expression, is my art, is my passion, and I really love to work and to work with something that I love. It's really important to feel alive. So,
Raphael, what advice would you have to give to up and coming bands that want to do thrash metal?
my advice is release material, release videos, not only official videos, make live videos, make playthrough videos, trying to connect with people. Don't have fear to show your music. Don't have fear to listen or read a bad critic, because this make you best for the future. Make tours if you want to be this type of band that need to be on the road. So make tours are very important. Touring is very important for bands. So that's it. Release material. Don't wait for the best moment, because the best moment doesn't exist. The best moment is now. So live now and make things that you are able to do. Don't pay a lot for a recording that you can pay. Don't pay for a booking agents that you can pay. Don't make a expensive video clip that you can pay. Make what you can do. So in this way you grow step by step, and just make music is important.
Raphael, please tell the listeners out there and the fans where they can buy your new music, and give a plug on all of your websites.
You can find Kamala in all streaming platforms. You can find on Deezer, on Spotify, on Apple Music, Google Play, and many others. So we are there. Go check our YouTube channel, Kamala Official, and look for us on our official website, www.kamalaofficial.com.br. Okay, you can find a lot of cool material and info about the band there.
Alrighty then. What kind of show would the fans get for seeing you for the first time? What kind of Kamala show would the fans get if they see you perform live?
They will see a happy band to be there, for sure. A smile in our face, a brutal gig, a very energetic gig, playing what we love to play, playing our songs. Sometimes a lot of groovy, sometimes a lot of trashy metal vibe, sometimes something more brutal, a lot of melodies, and can't wait to play live again. And all the people that are listening this interview can check Kamala live, because it's something that we really love to do.
Okay, Raphael, please give shout outs to the fans and some of your fans to be. What would you like to say to the fans out there and who are listening to this interview?
I want to say that everyone stay safe, that everyone stay calm, even with this dark situation. Stay safe, for that will be possible to go to gigs, to make gigs again, to watch bands, and I most important of all, I'm really thankful about all the support that people are giving to me, that people, that brands are giving to me, the journalists also. So thanks from the heart. It's not only my music. When we release a Kamala song or my solo song, when I release, it's not only our song. So music can save lives. So this is why we always need to bring some positive thoughts on the lyrics or on the melodies, because the world is too dark, and why not with metal and positive vibe we can change that. So music can clean, music can make our minds safe and bodies also. So thanks from the support, from the heart. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Brother Raphael, what would you like to say further that you haven't been able to say yet, that you would like to point out to the listeners out there who are listening to the interview?
Just say again, search us on streaming platforms, search us on website, on Instagram. So all the Kamala stuff is Kamala Official. On the website, the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube channel, and we are available in all streaming platforms. And my Instagram is Raphael Olmos, so follow me there, because every day I'm posting some cool content. And thanks from all the support, and stay tuned from more news for sure.
Okay, my metal friends, in closing, Raphael, it's been a pleasure and an honor having you on tonight's show, Joker's Electric Circus, presented to you by MetalMessiahRadio.com. We are your metal music messiah. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for doing the interview with us here tonight. The best of luck to you and your bandmates of Kamala and your solo project also. You're more than welcome to come back in the future on the show when you want to promote new music in the future. And I'd like to thank Brother Victor Augusto, our dear friend over at Ever Metal Reviews in the UK, for making tonight's interview possible here on the Electric Circus at Metal Messiah Radio. Thank you, and thanks again, brother.
Thank you, Joker, for the invitation. Thank you, Metal Messiah Radio, electriccircus. Thanks, Victor Augusto is amazing. He became a really good friend, and he's incredible. What he do for the metal, not only for Brazilian bands, but for all underground bands, or all unsigned bands. Victor has a natural talent to write, and as us musicians, Victor made with the heart. This is the secret, as you, Joker. We made, first of all, because we love to make this. So thanks a lot for the invitation. I hope to see everyone as soon as possible. I hope that every listener can follow me and Kamala and check about the songs, the videos, and stay tuned, stay safe, stay metal, and we go in the future, look behind and say, okay, we passed through that crazy situation, and now we are here. Enjoy the life, That's it, okay? Thanks from the heart, and really hope to see all of you in a Kamala show, okay? Cheers from Brazil.